What is up, everybody? Grand Prix GTP02 here once again, up here at Humble Hyundai, here in North Houston, Texas. And as you can see, it is yet another wet, somewhat cold, and slightly miserable day out here in the northern part of the Houston Metroplex. And as you guys can guess by which camera I'm using and also kind of how that introduction went, we are here for yet another round of starting up the dealership vehicles here at Humble Hyundai. We don't have as many as we did before. We only got about 5 or 6, one of which was one we tried to feature before, and unfortunately the battery is still dead even though it's been driven a couple times, so we won't be including that one. But as an added bonus to our video today, and this is going to be kind of the quote-unquote save the best for last part, we're not only going to be featuring some of our used inventory, but also we're going to be starting up 2 brand new vehicles here. That's right, 2 brand new 2015 models. Now, I'm not going to tell you which one of these cars it is, but you guys will get to see that in the very end. But in another twist as well, instead of starting at this end of the lot, I've decided to start all the way down at the far end where normally we have ended our videos before. Now, the first car I was going to try to start, if you guys recall from my past video, was this, our 2011 Infiniti G37 Journey. This one's got 32,000 miles on it right now, and it's going for less than $30,000, which is actually really good. I'm not going to give away exact prices, but I must say that's pretty darn cheap for a car like that. So instead of our Infiniti here, we move to the next car, which is our 2008 Lexus RX350. This one here has actually done quite a few miles. It has 132,000 miles on its odometer. It's in kind of this garnet burgundy red color. Very, very pretty vehicle though. The RX350, of course, the biggest motor, 3.5 liter V6. Very good shape vehicle. Interior of this thing is in mint condition. I was checking this car out earlier. Beautiful shape for a 2008. Seats have barely worn in at all. I mean, there is a little bit of wear, but it's not like they've ripped or anything. I mean, look how clean this is. You can tell this car was not used by someone who had children or something like that. This was used by somebody who just wanted a luxury SUV. I mean, even the wood and everything in this car is pristine. I've seen a lot of these Lexus vehicles where this veneer and stuff is cracked, and it's never a good thing. But for a high mileage Lexus, I mean, we know how reliable these cars can be, so that awesome tilt steering wheel that comes out towards you when you put the key in. See? The odometer is showing 132,363 miles on this particular RX, but you turn the key, and an absolutely butter smooth note from that 2GR FE 3.5 liter V6. Absolutely excellent motor. 5-speed automatic transmission, and as you can see, it even comes with navigation. Pretty well loaded this here RX. All 4 automatic windows. We'll go ahead and lower it just a hair, because it is kind of starting to rain already. They were expecting it today, but anyways, on to the next one. And the next one we're going to be starting is one that's right behind it. This is our 2011 GMC Terrain SLE. This one's in kind of a stone brown color. 70,788 miles. This one's in not too bad a shape. According to the sticker, this is an SLE1, so I'm guessing the most basic trim. Actually, no, I take that back. It's SLT, SLE, and then you have the Denali version of this. This one's got a bit of damage, but they've done their best to repair it, so that's good news. This one's so basic, doesn't have remote start or anything. I got the ebony leather upholstery. I guess this is the most basic model. I don't see very many steering wheel controls. If this were a more loaded model, you'd probably have something over there too. Just pull the floor mat back. Little sand in there, not too good. I'll take this one back to the detailers, have them clean it up. Got that little switchblade key. Oh, I guess you gotta pull it down. Okay, so we'll turn the key. She's a little slow to respond, but 70,811 miles at the current moment. It's got a 6-speed automatic transmission, mated to a 2.4 liter Ecotec inline 4-cylinder engine, 182 horsepower. Should get you some pretty decent gas mileage. And you got room for 5 people. Alright. Now it's on down to the next one. And our next car is one of the few treats that I have for us today. It is a fire engine red, lightly customized 2014 Ford Mustang V6. Got the wheels off a 2015 EcoBoost, or GT, because I guess they offer them on both of them. Got the body color, or the matte black stripes. Someone's put this little Powered by Ford decal there. Pretty nice. Step over the railing here. It's got the Roush grille on the front. Very, very clean condition Mustang. This one's only got 3,800 miles on it. I believe this one was, yep, this one was bought privately, so. Also got the racing louvers on the back. This one here has also had an aftermarket remote start system added to it. I'll go ahead and demonstrate the remote start, why not? Got these extra little tabs here. Hit it a couple times. Should work. Huh. See if it'll do something here. There it goes. This one's an automatic, so. I think there's only one key that works. Got a black cloth interior. Again, immaculate shape, only 3,800 miles on it. Go ahead and climb on in here, show you how to turn the power on. Just put the key in, turn the key on, and away you go. Like I said, this one is a 6-speed automatic. Got the select shift manual shifting. That is paired to a, I think it's now direct injected 3.7 liter V6, 305 horsepower, 280 pound-feet of torque. Love this car. Makes me feel like a proper, muscle car driver. I mean, granted, it's not a GT, but still. And still the non-usable back seat. Typical Mustang. All right. Go ahead and let this one run up for a bit. Let it warm up. And it's on to the next one. Now our next vehicle was traded in recently. It is a 2006 Toyota Avalon XL. This is the most basic model of the Avalon that you'll find. We have trims such as the XL, the XLS, the XLE, and the Limited. So this is a great budget-friendly way to get yourself a pretty much full-size car with Toyota's bulletproof reliability. This is one of the older vehicles that we keep here on the lot. This one's done 85,000 miles. Comes with all the keys, all 3 keys, including the valet key and the remotes. I've always loved these Avalons. It's a real unique car, and you just don't see very many of them for sale anymore. This one's got that kind of old man gold exterior, or at least that's the way I like to call it. And it's paired with a nice parchment and ivory two-tone cloth upholstered interior. You can see the ivory is the lighter color here. This one's a little dirty from so much use, but that other seat's pretty mint. Massive back seat though. There's a lot of room back there. You could stretch out and probably make that into a bed. I'm not even kidding. You can tell this one's the basic model because the steering wheel is covered in like vinyl. It's not even a leather wrapped wheel. I think that goes in and out. Oh, there it goes. Okay. I guess the tilt doesn't work. I don't know. Anyways, I don't think this one's got Navi either. I think that's just the basic screen. And of course you have, I think this is the control. Yep, that's your controls for your radio. Alrighty. Yep, 85,566 miles, as you can see. No nav. Ugh. Bit of a crack in the dashboard, but no big deal. These cars are all about the way they run, so. Beautiful. A little bit of a weird sound coming from up front. Odd. Just sounds like something's sucking air. Oh well. 5-speed automatic transmission, or the ECTI as they like to call it, the electronically controlled transmission with intelligence. Alrighty, so only 2 more to go. Well, I guess 4 more, because I said we also got brand new cars to start. But we got at least 2 more used cars here, and the first one is actually one of my favorite cars in the lot. It's a 2008 Saturn Aura XR 3.6. In other words, a overly fancified Chevrolet Malibu. One of the last cars that Saturn ever actually sold brand new before the company went belly up. It's in kind of this red jewel color, very, very pretty. This one here has remote start as well, as you can see on the key fob. It's got a black leather interior. As I said, the 3.6 and the XR trim. So biggest engine and most available options aside from navigation. Pretty clean car. It's only got 75,000 miles on it, so very clean condition vehicle. You got heated seats all the way down. That's kind of a funky trigger though, all the way down there by my leg. This giant, gaping wide steering wheel. Hazard switch is in a pretty awkward place too, way up there at the top of the dash. 6-speed automatic transmission, and for the final time I'll say it, 3.6 liter direct injected V6, basically the same motor you would find in a Cadillac CTS and the Chevrolet Malibu. Keys up here in the dash. This one I don't think has had the recall taken care of. As you can see, it's the original Saturn key. It's got 75,592 miles. Fires up first try. Love those golden colored gauges too, very, very pretty. Runs like a top. Even got the manual mode with the paddles. This one's a real budget friendly car. This one's going for less than 10 grand. Well, at least online it is. Very, very nice vehicle. And I guess as far as the used cars are concerned, we now get to the best for last. This is a 2014 Dodge Challenger RT. This one does have the Hemi, as you can see right there on the hood. That's not like someone's aftermarket play at it. It really does have the Hemi engine in it. This one, just like the Mustang, was bought privately at auction, and it too has about 3,800 miles on it or so, give or take a few since it's probably been driven. Got the wheels off an SXT though, so very, very basic RT. If this were a loaded one, you'd have things like probably a slightly better front end, better wheels for sure. This one here does have remote start, but we're not going to use that. As you can see, it's also got automatic headlights. I'm really thrilled with the quality control on this car. Listen to how these doors close. Nice solid thunk. Actually pretty interesting for a big muscle car like this. Black cloth interior, this kind of silver insert in it. This one here also does have push button ignition, but one quick thing for any of you Dodge owners out there, this little push button start, believe it or not, actually can come out of the dash, as you see, like that. So if you don't want to use the push button, you can just take your key, and there you go. We'll go ahead and put the push button back in the dash, leave it the way we left it, or leave it the way it was when we first got here. It'll go in all the way. There it goes. So, click that in, key, in here. You just put it in accessory mode for some reason, but anyways, foot on the brake and push that big old button, and yeah, I love the sound of a Hemi in the morning. Or at least I love the sound of a V8. Whew. This one's a little warm already. It's actually been running. Awesome. Got the paddles up on the steering wheel. This one does not have the 8-speed automatic paired with that Hemi up front. It's just a standard 5.7 with the 5-speed automatic. Go ahead and pop the hood on this behemoth to show you before we head over to the new cars. There you go. 5.7 liter Hemi V8. I'm guessing from the specs I've read about 370 to 380 horsepower, about 390 pound-feet of torque or so. Love these motors. And it is starting to rain a tiny bit, so we have to kind of hurry things up. So from the used car side, we now move to the new cars. So out of the hundreds of new cars that we have here at Humble Hyundai, I actually went with the most simplistic choice. I picked the two nearest ones. So we have a Phantom Black Metallic 2015 Hyundai Sonata Turbo Sport. This one's fully loaded. Has the Ultimate package added onto it. I believe this one here is our general manager's former demo, so it should have some mileage on it. As you can see, it was flashing at us already because I have the key right here in my pocket. So it does have the smart trunk access. Yeah, this one was the demo. You can see the window sticker was torn out of it. So this one probably has about 4,000 something miles on it. As you can see, it's got those HID headlights that come on, standard with the Ultimate pack. Oh, darn it, they turned that steering wheel. I never liked that. Got that black leather interior with the orange piping. Always loved that. We've been doing so many used cars, I figured I'd give the new cars some love as well. Just the seat a little bit. key in here. I don't know how well you'll be able to see those gauges because whoever drove this car last decided turning the steering wheel was a good idea. But anyways, so key in the car, foot on the brake, hit the push button, and wow, whoever was in this car last, they are one short person because my knees are in the dash. Okay, this car has done 5,254 miles, so it is a manager special. Just thought I would throw that out there. Sweet. So, I'll just take the key with me because these keys are pretty expensive to repair and replace. You can hear it beeping away at me. Where'd my key go? Where'd my key go? Well, I have it. And last but not least on the list, I guess you could say this is a farewell as well, because what you're looking at is the 2015 Hyundai Sonata Hybrid Limited. So this one's pretty much fully loaded. And this will be the last year for the Sonata Hybrid to look like this. Coming in spring of this year, they will be releasing a design of the Sonata Hybrid that looks very similar to that. Hyundai decided that since they wanted to work a little bit harder on the standard Sonata Hybrid, they wanted to keep this design around for at least one more year. Even kept the old school key fob as well. I love this bright silver on this car though, it actually looks very good. This is called Starlight Silver. And of course this one being limited, it is finished off with a wonderful gray perforated leather interior with heated seats for the front. I think they're only on the front. Let's look. Yep, none of the rear heated seats. The newer cars have the rear heated seats, which is always nice. Someone left the shield for the sunroof open. That's no problem though. Key fob in the vehicle, foot on the brake, hit this huge engine start button on the sort of plasticky dash, and well, the gas engine kicked in, but anyways, this one has 257 miles on it already. One of a very few, I guess one of a small selection of these cars that Humble Hyundai actually has right now. Alright, so I'll just take the key fob with me. I'll even let you guys get a look at that hybrid powertrain for those of you, pardon my language, but those of you who are those tree huggers out there that love seeing these hybrid cars. Nothing too special. It's a 2.4 liter Atkinson cycle inline 4-cylinder engine. I believe the total horsepower output is somewhere around 170, 180 horsepower total system output. It's mated to a sealed lithium-ion battery, which is stored in the trunk. But there you go, guys, for round 4. Another round of starting up the dealership vehicles here at Humble Hyundai. So now we'll go ahead and call it quits for this round. So now I gotta just go get the keys out of all of those and go return them to where they came from. Hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I hope to be bringing you more of these rounds very, very soon. Take care, everybody, and have a good one.